What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out PNG per subscriber request. So thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. Leave a comment where you tuned in from. I really appreciate it. So this is PNG on the daily. If you are interested in stablecoin dominance, Bitcoin dominance, stay till the end. We'll cover that as usual. The last video I did was a couple days ago, maybe last week. So just in case you haven't been around. But we had some levels to the downside. This is PNG on the daily. PNG on the daily, right? We've taken out everything. We've taken out all these lows. I thought we were going to maybe come down through here. And we did, right? We've come down a little bit more than what I thought. I thought we would come down to that 8097 level. But it's so far it looks pretty significant, right? You've gotten a little bit above it, a little bit below it, a little bit above it, a little bit below it. You're kind of just doing that right now, right? We were waiting on a fifth wave move, right? Because you had your, technically, what is it? Like your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you got 5 waves to the downside. Just ignore this wick. This is that scam wick on 1010. It's very, it's not that I've been ignoring it. I've been using it, but in terms of Elliott wave, it is a wick. This is crypto, right? I'm pretty lenient even on 1-2s. If the wick, it can wick down below, but as long as it's not closing down below, it's fine. And we had to close, we had a lower close, right? Lower lows. And so, right, you had this nice little move up, and then, I do want to capture just from candle close low to, if I use that as a 1-2, something like that. Do this because that's the low. Okay. Right, so this got down to the 1272 of this overall move, and then if we're taking the wave one low, it actually touched the 1272. So, it's you found support right at the 1, right? The 1-to-1 ratio. Typically, you try to at least get to, the 1272 overall, the 1618 overall, and so, right, if we are, realistically, right, the wick, the wick got, almost to the 1618. So, and on different charts, right, this is Coinbase. On the Binance chart, the wick probably went down to 4 cents or down all the way through here, right? So I'm not using Binance, just with what happened and everything like that. So you know the story. So right now it does look like 5 waves are in. It does look like, this is your, you kind of got like so far you kind of have like an A, B, C, something like that. Okay, so you have a 3-wave move down. Now what we need is at least 5 up. You could get 3 up, right? 1, 2, 3, something like that, and then you come down in 3, and then you go up. Because remember, PNG is a little bit delayed. You can go up in 5. 5 would be ideal because then you can just come down, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you kind of just oscillate down like that, and then you can go. The problem with 3s and 3s is if you come up, 1, 2, 3, then you're looking like, this could be an A, B, and then you got to come down for a C. I hope that makes sense, right? Because you would have, a similar high, maybe a lower high than like through here. Right? You'd have a lower high than 2 cents. Right? You'd have a lower high than 2 cents. So realistically, once we get through, once we get through this, we'll start upper targets. But right now, get back in here and do something like this and compress. That'd be really nice, and then go. Right. if we are looking at some kind of 1-2 setup right now, like a tiny 1-2, there is a 1-2 on the setup. You got a 1-2 right here. You do. I mean, I can use this. I can use that. Boom. Let's kind of see where that takes us, right? Let's kind of see where that takes us. 1-2, that is a high wick. Okay, so the 1618 will take us right in there, right? And this would be your microwave one, right? So you got like a 1-2, maybe you come up for a 3, come down for a 4, come up for a 5, and then you come down in a 3-wave move, nice little A, B, C. That's right, the 1-to-1, and then you can start a bigger move. That would actually be really nice. I mean, I haven't looked at PNG, but the fact that the 1618 isn't at the top end of this, this pattern, right? So you can build some. So you got that 1-2. You can start to build some momentum. This 9. So if you hold PNG, right? I'm not a financial advisor. It isn't financial advice. But that 9272, if you mark that down, that's a huge level. That 9272, huge level, right? Huge level. Get above that, right? Come down 3, and then get up, right? And maybe break out and then back test, or maybe reject one more time and then come down. And then you can go. Just build up momentum to get through these. All right, build up momentum to get through some of that. I mean, what is it? It's $18 million market cap now. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing is, I actually took profits of some of my other crypto a while ago, and I've been waiting. I didn't get to buy XLM. I don't know why I did not see XLM go down to the price it did. Still frustrated with that. I did get some Chainlink. I got some other stuff, but I might actually get some PNG. Honestly, I'm gonna finish looking at it, but we're at an area where you typically would see something. I mean, you have 5 waves down of this last leg, right? You got 5 waves down. It kind of looks, if I'm being honest, it kind of looks something like that we're in, right? That 1-2 right there. It kind of looks like that right there. Boom, boom, you come up 1-2, and then you kind of chop around, then you go. And this is on the daily chart too, so we're gonna go look at the RSI and things like that. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in PNG with $18 million market cap. Yeah, this thing's getting ready to fly. This 2618 1272 is also right around this area of interest, right? So this first wave would be really nice, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can come back down. That would be the best. That's best case scenario. Get to your 2618, find support at this trend line where you've tried to multiple times. I mean, this trend line, you've tested it. It's definitely weak. It's not a strong resistance. It's definitely not strong. I got to go all the way out here, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, slightly broke above it, but not right. 4, 5, broke above it. 6, 7. I mean, just waiting. The next time that this thing breaks out, because so many people are desperate, right? Hey, just FYI, I don't use leverage. I don't advertise leverage. I don't try to make it sound like it's the way to get rich, because I actually think it's the way to lose money. It's a way to lose, your portfolio and your assets. Yeah, you can make money on leverage, but a lot of the times you're high stress, high anxiety. You're making decisions based off emotion because, you need to be on it 100% of the time. With spot, you can make mistakes. You can, and you can be fine. You can be, and your investment, period or time isn't over. And so I invest in spot. I buy low, I sell high. I'm willing to hold it for as long as necessary. I can hold something. It's not a big deal to me. I'd rather be invested in an asset that can appreciate instead of having fiat that continuously depreciates in value. And so that's my spiel on that. But overall, right, this does look really good. If it is on Coinbase, I might actually get some today. Depending how we interact with this oversold. Do we have bullish divergence? We're at a higher low. Yeah, we have bullish divergence too on the daily, right? So you got a lower low in closing, and you got a higher low on RSI. Bullish divergence towards the at the very where you're oversold. I mean, you can't really ask for much more than that. I mean, besides price action, right? But nothing's moving today, right? Nothing's moving. To the downside, it's moving. You got a green dot on the Fu Manchu. Hasn't really amounted to anything. We know the strat that you got to have that momentum wave, something like this, where you had somewhat of a move, right? I mean, a little bit of a move. You kind of went up a little bit, but then ultimately got slammed down. So you need momentum. You had to cross on the stochastic. Kind of sketchy, just with the fact that you're waiting on a move. You're almost oversold. You're almost oversold on the daily. Almost oversold on the daily. The last couple times you've been oversold on the daily, right? You got in, you got out, and then you kind of bounced up. Same thing, actually, right through here. This was not the same thing. You came down, touched, and then you found a lower low. So we came down, got into it, and we actually have found a lower low through right here. So a little over about a week later, we found a lower low. Closing wise, right? Not overall lower lows, but for the most part, right, you had a low right here. You kind of went sideways for a little bit, and then you found your way up, right? Same concept right through here, right? You were oversold, and then you found your way up. Okay, so it's a game of patience, right? You got the Fed meeting. There's like a 98% chance of a Fed rate cut in, I think it's October 28th, October 29th. So be aware of that. And I think it's at like 92% for December. So we're getting rate cuts, we're getting easing, the monetary policy is still, favorable. And I'll go over the DXY and things like that a little bit later. The fact that we're right under the RSI, the moving average, but this, I mean, it does look, right? You came up 1, 2, and you kind of shot up like that. It kind of looks like you're just pulling back slightly. I think it's, I mean, we'll see. Let's go check it out. Right? I can get rid of this. We know the levels. Just in case, one more time, right? One more time. All right, the 786, this 9272 is an area that, that I would mark, that 9272, and we're looking to get back into the zone from 9.6 all the way up to 11.2. That's the level we're trying to get up in and kind of bounce around in there. Okay. Yeah, this looks good as a 1-2. This looks good. This does. I like this. Yesterday, I was looking at a lot of assets that looked like this, right? You're kind of just slowly grinding up. And you can go back if you invest in DGen. Oh, I think I covered Jasmy. I covered all these right here. Chainlink, XLM. They all look like this. Actually, I didn't. I covered XRP yesterday. They all look like that, and you're gonna get a drop. And look at that. We got a drop. We got an immediate bounce, and we got another drop. So market makers right now are just tearing people up. They're tearing leverage up because leverage is probably entering down through here, right? And they think we're going. The shorts are entering through here. Like, oh, here we go. And then you come back up, clear the shorts, and then down here you have people entering long. You come down, clear the longs, right? It's going to be like that for a couple of days, I think. Until, you get a clear breakout, with back-tested, right? Back-tested confirmation. But right here, this looks good. I mean, kind of have like almost go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down. 1, 2, 3. I mean, that kind of looks like a 4 and a 5. Overall, for just a nice little 1-2. 1-2, right? You haven't closed down the lows, so you still got higher lows. You're making higher highs, right? You got a nice corrective move, right? Like that. So the next goal, right? And where was that? It was at 9.2. Was that like 9.2 something, right? 9.2. Yeah, I mean, that would put us up. That would put you up above here. You'd get above your 50, and that's like almost right at your your 100. So you get above that 9.2 area, that's key. And then that's, I mean, and we were saying, you know, you come up, kind of reject through here, and then bounce for your fourth, and then go up for a possibility. I do like that because your 200 is right in between, right where that 1618 is, right where all this resistance is. So that could very well be a possibility, which gets PNG started. It is a smaller cap coin. I don't expect it to make an initial run before everything else, but I mean, if I'm looking at structure, it structurally looks better than a lot of the things I was looking at yesterday, and everything was bigger than this. So good on PNG. You had a bullish divergence on the Fu Manchu with the golden dot. You are getting oversold. I don't really like this kind of pattern, right? Like that. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders, right? Something like that. Come back down. I don't like that. Yeah, kind of like head, shoulder, head, something like that. I mean, the head's way up there, but you get the gist, right? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and the fact that, I mean, nothing's really doing well today, but I mean, PNG's down 1%, $18 million asset. I think it's close to finding its low. This does look, if so, right, we got to have both scenarios. If we're going to be, we got to be an honest channel, got to be an honest channel. That looks like 5 waves up. I'm not even going to lie. That looks like 5 waves up. That does. That looks like 5 waves up. You got like your 1, 2, 3. You have your 4, and then you got your 5. That looks like a completed 5-wave move to the upside. So now you need your A, B, C, some kind of correction, right? And then, you know, and this is to the downside, right? Right, something like that. And then you can maybe flag out, trick people, making people think it's an A, B, C, when really, I think this is what's going to happen. This is my theory, right? A lot of people have lost trust in crypto. I mean, do you really blame them? I don't. So they're thinking like, okay, this is your right? This is your A, B, C, or something like that. No, I'm sorry. A, B, C, right? 3-wave move, and then you're gonna slam back down for another move to the downside, right? I think this is gonna be your 1, 2, 3. You're gonna come down like this. That's your 4th. You're gonna get up in 5. It's gonna change the tide of everything. Everyone's gonna be bullish. Everyone's gonna be happy. Right when everyone is happy, right up through here, guess what we're gonna get? We're gonna get a 3-wave move down, and just liquidate everybody. Everyone's gonna enter up here. Everyone's gonna be happy, and you're gonna get a move down, and everyone's gonna be sad. Everyone's gonna short right here, and then you're gonna get this move like that. That's what I think is going to happen. That's the kind of way it's set up right now. This 1-2, unless this 1-2 can get validated and everything has changed. That's what I got, right? I got to come up with an idea. That's my idea. I was coming up with a bearish situation through, I think it was through here, like something like this. I remember we were doing this. I can actually look. Let me go get the receipts. I just can't remember the last time I made a PNG video, and I'll go check that date. October 13th. Where were we? October 13th. Somewhere through here. I would 100%. You can go watch that video. I was saying, hey, we need something more. That was the possibility, because it just looks like the rest of them looked. Right? It looked like that. Where you're kind of just slowly grinding up. Reject. Boom. Right? Because we want to look like this. This is what we want to go to the upside, because it looks like that. All right, I know my chicken scratch sometimes it's hard to read, but that's the idea. Okay, so PNG right now, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. This 1-2 is holding up. You know, don't close below 7871, and we're good to go. Don't close below 7871. I did want to go look at stablecoin dominance. Right, stablecoin dominance has been a bane to our existence. Been tracking it pretty well. We got 5 waves to the upside. I mean, you really got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you got like your move down, and then you got like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got another wave down. So I don't know what this is. This looks like a corrective move up through here, and maybe it can start something bigger to the downside. Only reason why I say that is because we've had bearish divergence on the daily, right? I mean, this is trying to form even more bearish divergence. If we close above, what is it? I can just do this. I mean, sometimes I just operate slow. 724, that's triple bearish divergence. You're gonna get a slam down. I don't care what asset it is. Even though this thing doesn't really respect anything, it's very inconsiderate, very rude, right? You got bearish divergence forming on the 8-hour, right? You got to close at 714. You got a lower RSI level at 715. You got a lower RSI level at, it's closing at 717. This is going to close in 23 minutes, and you're at 720 with the lower RSI level, right? So, you know, bearish divergence, right? So this isn't really showing bearish divergence on the 4-hour because you did get above. Barely, actually, you're right back down. So it just looks weak. This just looks weak, right? This stablecoin dominance looks like it's just, crypto looks like it's being over manipulated. People are just, I feel like people are just transferring money back and forth. It's kind of a hot take, but I think if you're doing this with a large amount, that you should be taxed on it, and then remove long-term capital gains tax on crypto. So this can't happen anymore, because all people are doing is they're not selling anything, so they're not paying taxes on it. They're just transferring their Bitcoin or whatever to USDC and then transferring it right back. I'm talking about whales. I'm talking about people, market makers, manipulators. And if they have to pay tax every time they do that, they're not going to do that. Right, so that's an easy way to do that, and then just remove long-term capital gains tax, so the people that are holding, like us, you know, it doesn't affect us, right? Because regardless, you're gonna make money if you just hold it and not sell it, and you can get through these periods. So I think a lot of changes coming to crypto. It's kind of, you know, I've come from traditional stocks. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the stuff that happens in crypto. I mean, overall, there's a lot of manipulation, but this is just apparent manipulation. We fell out of this. This is Bitcoin dominance. This looks bearish overall. It really does. It kind of just chopping up, chopping up, looking to slam down. So everything's looking solid. Right, a lot of people are really bearish. It's kind of neutral right now. I'm not bearish, I'm not bullish. We're kind of just not doing much. I mean, you know, Bitcoin, you have your run up and you have your run down. I mean, but now you've completed 5 waves, right? You've completed 5 waves now. I know it's a PNG video, but I don't cover PNG a lot. So there's your 5 waves, you know, and then you got like another move up, move down. I mean, this is so choppy through here. It's so choppy. You still have a higher low. So I mean you could have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're coming down. Still have a higher low. I mean, look at that level right there. And we interacted with this level. These been on here for a while. The 114.27, 14.82, right? Couldn't get above. Right? If I was a trader, if I was trading Bitcoin and I saw this, I would sell right there. That's exactly what I'd do. That's why these levels are here. So I'm looking to bounce again at 106, 142. That's the level I have. So it kind of interacted with it right here, 106.91. So maybe you come, because your low is still right there, so maybe you come down and then you go. A lot of people are calling for sub 100K Bitcoin. I don't know. We'll see. So overall, right, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Just your average crypto guy who gives it to you straight. You know, if you like today's video, if you got anything out of today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. It really helps the channel. Really, you know, trying to make this thing, trying to get it to grow. So as always, I thank you for coming by, and I thank you for your time. Take it easy. Peace.